Less than 1%? If those were your odds of survival, you'll also be scared. Welcome to this episode, where we endeavor to learn more about the lives that butterflies lead. Butterflies may look delicate and carefree, floating around flowers as if life is just one endless summer day. But the truth is far harsher. Their one great mission to ensure the next generation is under constant attack. In this issue, we'll uncover the natural dangers that stalk butterflies from their very first moment of life. And you'll see why only a tiny fraction of them survive long enough to reproduce. Don't worry though, while today we focus on the threats, the next issue will reveal the ingenious countermeasures that butterflies have evolved to stay in the game. First, a quick note. These episodes deal with nature's own challenges, and only the common ones. We won't cover human-made threats, like pesticides and habitat destruction, important as they are. Instead, we'll shine a light on the battles that butterflies face in the wild, once they've been fighting for millions of years. Like all of us, the unavoidable threat to life is old age, and butterflies must achieve their goals during their brief adult life. For this reason, you will notice that a caterpillar eats voraciously, like there is no tomorrow. And the adults only rest when they are dead tired. Weather won't allow them to do otherwise, or when they can't see. In fact, the percentage of butterflies that survive from egg to egg laying or female fertilization is extremely low. Some estimate less than 0.5%, an indication of the many threats they are subjected to. So where does the struggle begin? Right, at the very start, with the eggs. That tiny pearl, sometimes no bigger than a pinhead, is immediately vulnerable. Fungal spores, bacteria and viruses can destroy it before it ever hatches. If that weren't enough, parasitic wasps are experts at locating eggs invisible to us. Some wasps even ride on the back of an owl butterfly in South America, hopping off like airborne pirates to lay their own eggs inside hers. The result? A butterfly egg becomes a nursery for a wasp instead. And predators don't miss their chance either. Assassin bugs, ants and spiders can wipe out entire clutches. Even a passing herbivore stripping leaves from a plant can unknowingly devour dozens of eggs in a single bite. Gardeners pruning too enthusiastically might do the same. All in all, only about 10 to 20% of butterfly eggs hatch, and often it's less. If an egg survives, out comes the caterpillar. But this is where things get really tough. Think about it. A caterpillar is soft-bodied, slow-moving, and often no bigger than a comma on a page. It can't run, can't fly, and it certainly can't fight. To a hungry bird, lizard, or even another insect, it's like a little sausage crawling on a plate. Birds, like white-eyes, hop through branches, picking off caterpillars with pinpoint accuracy. Wasps, ants, and predatory bugs patrol the same leaves. Spiders wait with their webs primed. Even snakes and lizards join the hunt. And if that wasn't enough, caterpillars can be struck down by disease. Cannibalism is another, often overlooked danger. On crowded leaves, larger caterpillars will happily eat smaller ones. It's brutal, but in nature, survival often means putting yourself first. The odds here are grim. Fewer than 5% of caterpillars survive long enough to pupate. You'd think things might get safer inside a chrysalis. After all, the caterpillar has transformed into a hard little case, but looks are deceiving. Parasitic wasps and flies still manage to pierce the shell, laying eggs inside. Fungal infections can rot the pupa from within. And of course, predators that stumble upon one often don't hesitate to snack on this immobile stage. Even in this supposed safe haven, about half, sometimes fewer, fail to emerge as butterflies. At last, the butterfly emerges, wings pumping, ready to take to the air. This is the stage most of us know and love, the vibrant flutterers dancing from flower to flower. But even here, life is precarious. Birds swoop, dragonflies and robberflies ambush in mid-air. Lizards and even small mammals like squirrels seize their chance. Ambush predators exhibit the most remarkable camouflages to trap unsuspecting butterflies seeking a meal. And then there's the weather. A sudden storm, strong winds, or simply too much heat can end a butterfly's brief life. Still, adults have one big advantage. They can fly. For the first time, they have real options to escape. That's why, compared to eggs, caterpillars, and pupae, survival rates are a little higher here. But even so, many never make it to reproduction. On top of predators and parasites, there are larger forces at play. Fires sweep through grasslands, wiping out plants and the butterflies that depend on them. Drought dries up food sources. Winds buffet fragile wings and toss butterflies far from shelter. Some of these threats can't be dodged or fought. Time and evolution are the only defenses. And fortunately, butterflies live in quick cycles, mostly just a single year from egg to adult, and sometimes even multiple broods in a year. This speed means that over generations, species can adapt. For example, butterflies in windy regions often evolve into smaller, sturdier flyers, less likely to be blown about. Those in drought-prone areas may become less picky eaters, able to use a wider variety of host plants. And in the case of fire, some species survive by hiding underground, either as caterpillars sheltered by ants or as pupae buried in the soil, a strategy more common in moths than butterflies. So, as beautiful and delicate as butterflies may seem, their journey through life is a gauntlet of danger. From the egg, through the crawling days of the caterpillar, the stillness of the chrysalis, and even into the winged freedom of adulthood, every stage comes with risks. And yet, against all odds, butterflies persist. How do they manage that? That's the exciting part. Because, while today we've seen their enemies, next time we'll reveal their defenses. The clever, often astonishing countermeasures that allow butterflies not only to survive, but to thrive.